What's up, family? Could we be on the verge of a nationwide ban? Yes, the world's most beloved social media app could go away as early as next month. Check this out right here, where Congress is attempting to ban the TikTok app in the United States. Yes, we are talking about right now, is it time running out for TikTok? New bill right now in Congress would force the TikTok app to cut off China or either face a ban in the United States. And in this particular video, it is talking from multiple running candidates for the 2024 presidential election, in which they also were saying that we should go ahead and ban TikTok because there are multiple threats to national security. And according to a bipartisan group of lawmakers, introduced a new bill last Tuesday that would give China's ByteDance 6 months to sell off TikTok or face a ban in the United States. Now, this new piece of legislation could be the most significant threat yet to a wildly popular social media app. Would you guys be upset? Let me know down below in the comments section whether or not your life would totally end if TikTok were no longer around. But anyways, in this particular message to TikTok saying that, look, break up with Chinese Communist Party or lose access to the American people. This was a direct message coming from Representative Mike Gallagher, which is the Republican chair of the House of Representatives, in which they're saying that this particular app, no business controlling a dominant media platform in the United States. And we all know the huge popularity that TikTok has gained over the last 5 years or so, pretty much almost doing much better than any other social app in history. That is how the growth of TikTok has actually happened here in the United States. And yes, our President Biden, is now pledging to sign the bill cracking down on TikTok's operation in the United States, saying that, look, I am just waiting for Congress to create this bill and send it to my desk. And he said he would sign it. Yes, Joe Biden says that he will sign legislation that gives China's ByteDance about 6 months to divest the popular TikTok short video app, as its rival Donald Trump raises concerns about a ban of the service used by 170 million Americans in this country. But anyways, that is what's going on right now. And President Biden said that he would actually go ahead and sign the bill. However, I do have some contradictory to President Biden's message, and that is right here, where it says that the current president, President Biden, would ban TikTok. However, the candidate Biden that is running for the 2024 presidential election is using TikTok for his campaign. Yes, that is sort of contradictory in what the president is saying right here. And as you can see, that the White House has thrown its support behind a bill in Congress that would effectively ban TikTok, the social media app. And the White House put out a message and said that, look, this bill is very important. We welcome this particular step. According to the White House press secretary, the White House has long expressed concerns about the national security risk of TikTok. Back in 2024, Biden signed a bill that banned the app on government phones, and now we are looking at the potential of banning it in the United States altogether. But as I mentioned earlier, that President Biden recently started using TikTok as a part of advertising in regards to running for the 2024 presidential election. So you mean to tell me that President Biden agrees that this particular app is a national security threat to the U.S. However, he decides to use it as a candidate to provide ads and things of that sort to run for the president of the United States? How can this be so? Well, guys, you all know that politics is very crazy. It can go any particular way as long as the candidate reaches the American people and get their vote. That is all they care about, even if it goes against a bill that he potentially wants to sign into legislation. So anyways, what do you think about this? Do you believe that TikTok is a national security threat? Do you believe that it should be banned in the United States? Let me know how you feel about this, whether or not you are going to be upset, whether your children are going to be upset, or for some of you, even your grandchildren are going to be upset if TikTok is no longer available in the United States. I would love to get your thoughts on this. Comment down below, as well as yes, hit that like button for me. But anyways, in regards to how the former president Donald Trump feels about TikTok, I will go ahead and let you know that earlier, before the campaign even started running for the 2024 election, Donald Trump was also calling for a ban of TikTok, saying that it was a huge threat to the United States in regards to a national security. And this particular article right here talks about how originally Trump was talking about banning the social media app. However, it seems like now that President Biden is agreeing that we should ban this particular app, it appears that Donald Trump may be doing a little bit of flip-flopping. Yes, it says right here that if you get rid of TikTok, Facebook, Zuckerberg will double their business. I don't want Facebook, who cheated on the last election, doing any better. They are the true enemy of the people, according to Donald Trump. And like I said, he previously was in support of banning TikTok, but now it looks like he is flip-flopping and he doesn't want to ban TikTok at this particular time. In addition to that, he believes that if you ban TikTok, that also means that Facebook would grow even more in popularity and basically take over a lot of the potential customers that TikTok has on their particular app. So Trump does not want that. He believes that Facebook participated in the cheating of the election when he ended up losing, and so therefore he doesn't want to go that particular route. I'm sure he has a different plan up his sleeve. As you guys know, Donald Trump, he thinks a little bit 2 steps ahead, if you will. So anyways, I just wanted to give you that little information in regards to that, but we'll just have to see how this all plays out. Like I said, Congress is working towards a piece of legislation right now to get it passed in the House and in the Senate, and then potentially send it to Biden's desk for his signature. Whether or not that happens this month or next month, we'll just have to see. I will keep you guys posted as usual. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and talk about another topic, because this is something that you will not believe that is going on here in the United States. Check this out right here, where shrinkflation. Yes, this is a very popular term. We have seen this in multiple times in the past, and we are starting to see it once again. This pretty much has all started because of the recent increase in inflation. Yes, we are talking about shrinkflation, which is still hitting the store shelves right now. They're saying that many food and household products have shrunk totally in size and aren't likely to get even bigger. Yes, as you look at this particular picture right here, you can see that on the left side, this is how the Charmin package used to look. Now, they both look a little bit similar, but if you look a little bit closer, you'll look down below and see that this particular package right here says that there are 264 2-ply sheets in this package. Now, if you look over here to the latest package, they have redone things. It now says 242 2-ply sheets. So they have pretty much cut it in a little bit shorter by 20-ply sheets. Yes, this is the old on the left, and this is the new on the right. What do you think about that, guys? And they're selling this for the same price. And yes, this is all because of inflation. Now, they are doing this because a lot of customers don't necessarily know what's going on. All they know is they are used to buying the 48 mega roll, and they're buying the 48 mega roll again. They just don't realize that the new rolls are a little bit less than before, maybe about 10%, 5%, even 20%. But guys, pay attention to this, because this pretty much goes over a lot of people's heads, and they don't necessarily catch this when they're in the stores, because like I said, the package looks exactly the same. Guys, this is happening all over the country right now, and not just with our household products. It is also happening with the food that we purchase in the stores. I know when you go to the stores, you are thinking that the package of Pringles has gone up in price, but you probably don't recognize that the size has actually come down even smaller. This is why you never see retail companies complaining about inflation, because all they do is pass the inflation increase prices down to each customer, which means that they are still making the same amount of money, but the customers, they are getting much less and spending much more. That is what we call shrinkflation. I have more examples to show you right here. In fact, this particular article says that shrinkflation has gone too far. Here are 19 items that are no longer a bang for your buck. Number one on the list, it says chocolate divestives disappeared off the shelves for 2 months and then came back 27% smaller. This right here says it took out the main bit, which as you can see on the left, a full burrito or whatever this is. And then on the right, they've cut out the middle section. Another thing right here, these crispy minis of chocolate chip mini cookies, same product, same smaller packaging, increased pricing. And then right here, it says that a 12.6% decrease in size by weight with the price increase does not make me feel good in the UK. This is toilet paper. Working in retail means that you find these a lot. Brands designing their packaging to hide the fact that their products are only half full. Guys, like I said, this is happening everywhere and a lot of people are not even noticing. As you can see right here, this looks like a package of Pringles. You can see that it's not full to the top anymore, guys. It is much smaller. And then if you look at this right here, large, I believe it is a pizza in Australia for $15. Things are getting much smaller everywhere. It is affecting everyone. If you look at a package of ground beef, it probably no longer is a full pound, which is around 12 ounces. It looks like they are now cutting it down to 10 ounces. And I would only imagine that the price has gone up tremendously. But this particular picture shows you that it's not even 10 ounces. It is much less than that. And that is including the package as well. So again, guys, this is happening everywhere. The size of Coca-Colas are shrinking just a little bit to disguise themselves in front of the customers. This is something that we have got to get a hold on, guys, because things are probably going to get much worse. Yes, even President Biden talked about it in the State of the Union address last week. Yes, the state of shrinkflation is what they're calling it, and why President Biden called out skimpy bags of potato chips, saying that you are still selling these large bags of potato chips, but they are pretty much half full. You're just filling them up with a bunch of air. President Biden is announcing this and bringing attention to this and saying that he wants to put a stop to this. Let me show you exactly what President Biden had to say. He said right here that, look, too many corporations raising prices to pad the profits, charging more money and more for less and less and less. He complained about skimpier Snicker bars and added that the snack companies think you won't notice if they change the size of the bag and put a hell of a lot fewer chips or candy bars inside. Same size bag, put fewer chips in it, is what he said in the State of the Union address. He even went forward and said, look, less coffee in a can, more air in a bag of cereal, fewer sheets in the toilet paper roll. Shrinkflation lets higher prices hide in plain sight without instantly shocking shoppers or customers, according to this latest report. So anyways, guys, like I said, this is affecting everyone because it is pretty much on every single product or consumer that we buy on a daily basis. You guys have got to start paying attention to this in case you haven't already, right? But anyways, this is going to probably get worse. Companies and retail companies, manufacturers are continuously doing this, but this is not the first time, guys, that we have ever seen this. We have saw this many times in the past, and as inflation continues to rise, those retail companies and manufacturers, they don't want to take less profit. They still want to get the same profit, which is why they have to lower the amount to give to the customer. The only person that loses out when this happens is you and I, guys, the customers, the buyers, the retail customers. We are the ones that are always falling short when it comes to inflation and shrinkflation. Yes, this is a real thing. I know you probably never heard of this word before, but it is a real thing. Shrinkflation is here, and it is here to stay. It is not going away anytime soon whatsoever, but we will, as we always have, we will get used to these particular prices. Unfortunately, we cannot do anything about it. And the president can't do anything about it as well. But at least now you know, guys, to pay attention, because you might want to change your brand name on your toilet tissue. Instead of Charmin, you might want to start using Northern if it's a little bit cheaper. Me, myself, I believe that the brand at Costco, Kirkland brand, it is a great brand, a great quality. And you can potentially save a lot of money. money. But anyways, I am not to talk about where you can buy things for much cheaper on this channel, but just giving you a little bit of information, a little bit of data to help you out as you continue to stride and survive through these economic times. But anyways, guys, I would love to get your thoughts on this. If you could get a chance to comment down below, as well as hit the like button. Also, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. And other than that, guys, I will see you guys on the next video.